Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's take a walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer is another one from Sierra Nevada. This is another one that Jared brought down to me when he came down. This is their Nooner IPA, and I think this comes in, I'm not sure if it's available in a 6-pack or it came in the 4-way IPA pack, the 12-pack. So not really sure how this is packaged. I have not, it may be in a 6-pack, I am not sure. That this may be available in a 6-pack. So usually don't buy 6-packs, even though Sierra Nevada a whole 6-pack of something that I haven't tried before, and we're getting ready to try it. So if it's pretty good, we'll end up picking up a 6-pack of these if it's available that way. This is their, like I said, their Nooner Session IPA, and this is a low ABV everyday IPA. Very similar to Founders All Day and Stone's Go-To IPA. It's less than a 5%, 4.8%. Something you can have several of during the day without getting too wasted and still carry on. This one would probably be a good one to share with some friends on a nice hot afternoon. We'll see if this is more into the lawnmower-ish beer, but I got a feeling this is going to be a pretty hoppy IPA if it's fresh. This one was actually done, packaged on January 22nd, 14, so we're into April already, so this was getting at the end of its shelf life as far as an IPA goes, and especially a low ABV IPA on top of that. So I'm sure this has probably been much fresher in end of January or February than it is right now. I'm sure some of the hops have subsided. So another reason we're going to get these out of the way, since they were done back in January, like I said, we don't want to lose too much of that hop presence, and I'm fearing that it has probably lost some of it already. So I'll try not to be too harsh on this one, since it's almost 3 months old, and it's an IPA, a low ABV IPA on top of that. The commercial description on this one is from them says, Nooner IPA is a light in body but big in hop aroma and flavor. This session IPA delivers a dose of citrusy and grapefruit hop character from the use of whole cone American hops. There is no better way to start a lazy afternoon than with a group of friends and a few beers. Nooner IPA is a session beer that's light in body yet big in hop flavor. By using intense whole cone American hops in our torpedo, we pack this small beer with a big hefty hop punch. So the food pairings for this beer is going to be your typical IPA food pairings. Cuisine is curry, Thai. Cheese is peppery, Monterey pepper jack, sharp blue, cheddar. Your more pungent cheeses, Gorgonzola, Limburger. And the meat is poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon. And I may add grilled meat to that, because I like this style of beer with stuff that comes off the grill, guys. So let's get the cap off of this one. As most of you know, while I'm pouring this, I just had cataract surgery the other day, and my eyes still not quite up to par. Having a little bit of eye pain right now, but I'm not wanting to take a bunch of pills, aspirin, or anything like that, so just going to have to deal with it. It's just trying not to squint and read a lot of fine print. That's what he told me not to do, and actually told me until everything heals up in about 10 days I should get some reading glasses from Wally World, and I went and stopped by there and picked up a pair of those, and I actually can see better without them than I can with them. So it is what it is. I'm just going to try to deal with it and not read a lot of fine print for the next couple of days and let it heal. Alright, over to the light. It is a light amber color, a lot of bubbles streaming up. It didn't pour a massive head, it's just barely covering the top of the beer. I probably could have poured it a little more aggressive than I did. Doesn't seem to be very cloudy or any sediment in it from the hops coagulating. Looks pretty good in the glass. Let's get a nose on it. Oh yeah. Still has a nice floral, grapefruity smell. Nice smelling IPA. I didn't see the IBUs. Let's see if it's listed here. I do not see the IBUs listed on this beer. Nope, it does not have it on there. So 4.8%er. Nice session IPA. Nice floral, grapefruity, citrusy smell. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Jared. Thank you, buddy. In my opinion, I haven't had a fresh one, but I think the hops have subsided just a little bit. It's a little on the thin side, but it has a nice bitterness on the back end, which tells you it's an IPA. Very easy drinking. To me, this would be a good transitional beer for somebody that has came over from the macro lagers, maybe into some of the either the blonde or session summer type ales, and then over to the pale ales, and they just want to try something with a little more hop aroma and hop bitterness. This one may be a good one for them to transition into an IPA. It's not so strong or so overpowering that it's going to blow your palate out of your mouth. To me, it doesn't compare with Stone's go-to IPA. And I hate to pass judgment on it, being it's almost 3 months old. But I almost think that the Founders version, which the all-day IPA, which I did have a little fresher, was just a little bit better than this. But really, I really don't want to say that it's not a great beer fresh. So. Very tasty, very sessionable, very easy drinking, no alcohol taste in it whatsoever. I'm a big fan of Sierra Nevadas. I am so glad that they are doing the dating on the back of the label now instead of just the Julian code on the side of the bottle. That's a big help. It is. It really is. I wish it was just written just a little bit bigger, but hopefully my eyes are going to get a little better here over the next 7 to 10 days, and I'll be able to read some of that stuff. If not, you'll see me get my old reading glasses out and try to read some of this real fine print. Very tasty. Well, I ain't going to sit here and drink it all in front of you. It's pretty tasty, though. I'm going to let her try it, see what she thinks of it. And we'll come back and we'll do the final chug on this one, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got just a little bit left here. Very tasty. I'm going to consider this, or say this is going to be a good transitional beer from a pale ale to an IPA. Especially a lower ABV IPA. Don't think it's quite to the Stone's go-to IPA level. I thought that beer was freaking awesome, guys. I mean, it had more hop flavor. If it was just a little thin on the malt side, but as far as the hop aroma, I mean, it was just as hoppy as any IPA, any good IPA that I've had. So, but like I said, this was done in January, and we're into April already. So, got a feeling some of the hops have faded on this one already, but I'm going to grade it accordingly. Let's do the final chug. Still a very tasty beer. Very easy drinking. A nice hop profile on this, but like I said, got a feeling it has subsided a little bit since it's almost 3 months old. It's very tasty. I enjoyed this one. Jared, thanks for bringing this one down. Just kind of wish I'd got it just a little earlier, but beggars can't be choosy. I was very appreciative to him and told him so when he brought it down, and was going to try to get it done within the following week or so. I liked it. I did like it. If I see this in the store again and it's a fresh bottle, I may pick up that and do a re-review if I can just buy a single. But if I have to buy a whole 6-pack of it, don't know if I'm going to go that route or not, because I don't drink a lot of session alcohol. I don't session any beers anymore, so I don't have any reason to buy a bunch of low ABV beers. So, with that being said, it's just my opinion now, guys. And if you're into sitting down and drinking 5 or 6 of these, by all means, go for it. That's what I say. Do it. On on the grade scale today, it's a good beer, but I don't think it's quite to the A beer status. So I'm gonna give this a 7, which is a B plus. It's got the date on the back of the bottle. I don't think it has the ABV on the bottle. I may be mistaken. 12 ounces. I don't see it written on here, guys. And that ought to be written on here pretty prominent to let people know that it is a low ABV beer. But like I said, my eyes aren't working too well. But I do not see it. That doesn't mean it's not there. Like I said, it was a very tasty beer. So let's see what everybody else thinks. Let's go over to Beer Advocate first. And Beer Advocate says 84 in a good range. If I was to put a number on it, it would probably be between 85 and 87. Maybe even an 88 if it was fresh. Like I said, I'm going to try to pick up a fresher bottle of this if I can buy a single of it and see if it has a little bit stronger hop presence, a little bit better taste. Being as old as it is, it's probably lost a little bit. So let's go over now to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says, Rate Beer says overall is 81. That's kind of low, and 55 in the style. So there may be some seasoned IPA drinkers that have given this some bad marks or grades. I think both those numbers are kind of low. I have had, I personally think that their pale ale is very hoppy beer. So just like I said, I kind of think this one has lost some of its pizzazz sitting in the bottle for almost 2.5 months now. So, well, guys, that's all I got to say about this one. If you had this particular one, give me some comments back on this one, whether you liked it or didn't like it. It was a pleasant beer. It was a very easy drinking beer. A nice summertime IPA, especially if you're planning on drinking more than 1 or 2 or 3, maybe even 6 of them. Very light and very easy drinking. So let me know what you think of it if you've had it. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, hit the like button, and let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See you then.